What's up, YouTube? Happy Halloween. I hope you're having a good week. Any Halloween plans? I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge because I can't stand kids. Yeah, I am that asshole. It's not the kids' fault, but growing up with two older brothers, moving out, and when I was little, seeing all these kids running wild, it's the parents' fault for not disciplining their children, but I don't know, it kind of scarred me for life, so I kind of avoid the whole trick or treat thing if I can. So, this video, I want to talk about just a few updates, few ads to my Laserdisc collection in a small festival or convention I went to last weekend, a week before Halloween. So I want to check out the shirt I got. I might have showed it off before. I don't remember. If you're Mega Man, this is in the same vein, but it has slasher movie characters: Friday Man, Nightmare Man, you know, Chainsaw Man. Pretty cool. I got it off Facebook actually. So I want to first. I'll talk about the convention. It was in Marietta, Ohio. It was really small. It's the first ever one. They only had about 5 or 6 guests. It was where they show animals at the fairgrounds. It was just a small little one, maybe like 30 vendors. And so I only met 2 guests. I could have probably met more, but I already met Michael Berryman. Got him to sign my Weird Science one. You know, I have my Weird Science Laserdisc. I have like 6 signatures, I think, on it now. So that's pretty cool. So I met Miko Hughes, and I didn't think he was this short, but the guy's probably, 5'5" maybe. He's really small. And of course, I had Kindergarten Cop, Japanese. It says, "Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Thanks for the tip." It's one of my favorite movies. I don't know. It's not really typically what I watch, but I don't know. It just fits perfectly because I like Arnold. I'm a big action movie guy. And, that goes against what I said about kids just a few minutes ago, but it just works. Him in the classroom, it's like, "You like eating other people's lunches? Stop it!" And he just drops the kid. Yeah, I got him to sign that. And I had Pet Cemetery, but I only had it on DVD, so I'm like, screw that, it's DVD. But I got him to sign this. Now, I think he even took a picture of this because it's so rare. It's one of a kind. It's the only one with this name. I'll show you in a second. And it's Wes Craven's New Nightmare. And I probably showed this on my Laserdisc videos I did with my collection. I had 2 videos. I'll maybe put one at the end here. But it's from Taiwan, and it says Wes Craven's New Nightmare on Elm Street. Check it out. And it says, "To Cody, never sleep again, Miko Hughes." He couldn't believe it, but yeah, he even took, like I said, he took a picture of it with his cell phone, so it was pretty cool. One of a kind here. I think only one or 2 people on Laserdisc database. It tells you how many people that collect. Obviously, it's a niche market. It's not very big. But on Laserdisc database, they have collection and wish list. And in parentheses, they have the number of people that have in their collection and number of people have in their wish list. Maybe like 2 people had this total. 2 or 3. And the other person I met was a stunt person. He worked on a bunch of films, notably the Nightmare on Elm Street series, William Perry. Another short guy, probably like 5'5", 5'6". And he did 3, 4, 5, and 6 Nightmare on Elm Streets. He did a bunch of other stuff. I even asked him about Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, because it's one of my favorite movies. And he said, yeah, he actually interacted with Christine Applegate, and only by a chance on set once. And he's like, damn, I wish I'd got to meet her more than just once. But yeah, she was a babe back then. What can I say? And so I got part 3 signed by him. Now, I already had this signed by Heather Langenkamp, but it's dark because of the damn glare. But you can see, he signed it right here. William WRP. It says 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. I probably should try to get this brighter if I can. It's about as best as I can get it. Shit, it stopped again. Yeah, but I mean, you can't really see because the glare from everything. So, see if you can see it there. Yeah, there it is. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. So, then we got talking about Dawkins, which might be my next video, going back to music, because they had a new album coming out. Or it just came out, I have to get, and then I can do a Dawkins ranking. We talked about his son's a drummer. He was a really cool guy, and we talked probably a good half hour almost. And then I talked to a few of the vendors. There wasn't too many that had a lot of stuff I was interested in, but I talked to these guys, and one guy had his these art prints I thought was pretty awesome. He drew most of these, if not all of them. And this Halloween 4 here, Danielle Harris is going to be in Pittsburgh for the Horror Realm next March. I met her once in Monster Mania, but if I meet her again, I'm going to get 4 and 5 Laserdiscs signed, as I got the Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead last time. And I'll definitely get this signed if I do meet her again. And I always love this artwork. This is a really good drawing of Sleepaway Camp 2 with, the chick with the Jason Voorhees and the Freddy Krueger mask and glove. Even though it really has nothing to do with it, but I always love the artwork on it. And I thought this was cool just because I like Part 5. I mean, I don't think it's great. I don't hate it. I had it in the middle of my ranking. But I still think it's very underrated, and I like the movie a good bit. So I thought that was cool. That's what I did at the convention. So it was just a couple hours. Wasn't very long. I was there. And so now I'll get into my latest. My buddy sent me these. And his collection must be insane. Because at the Steel City Con coming up, I don't really have much money, so I don't know if I'm even going, but they're doing a Scream reunion. And I want to get Scream 3 on Laserdisc, but it's so damn expensive and rare. It's one of the last ones pressed. Well, he told me he had his sealed, of course. And he thought about coming, but I don't know if he's going to come because he lives in California. But he don't want to get it signed, apparently, so he said he'll just bring a shitty VHS copy or something. Anyway, we'll start going because, like I said, action and horror, that's what I like. First up, I met Martin Kove, and I got him to sign a bootleg DVD of this. But I didn't have it on Laserdisc at the time. That's Shoot Fighter Fight to the Death. And Bolo Young plays the good guy. There's 2 of these, and Johnny Lawrence is back. This time as a good guy. There he is right there. He told me they superimposed his face on this guy's body because it don't really match. And, the Shoot Fighter Death Tournament run by asshole Martin Kove. Like, he's, always the perfect asshole in films. And he told me that he had a broken wrist during filming of that movie. And if you watch the film, or if you know the film, you can see him wearing the cast the whole time. And they actually made a sequel to that, but I haven't seen it, and I don't have it yet. So it's Shoot Fighter 2, starring also Bolo Young, William Zabka. But no Martin Kove this time. Here is another cool one. I haven't watched this yet either. American Cyborg, Ninja Warrior, or Steel Warrior. Joe Lara, the guy that played one of the new Avengers of Tarzan, I think in the 80s. He stars in it and basically set in the future and a world run by cyborgs. And he's joined up by the only fertile woman left, and they take down the baddies, robot baddies, I guess. Which is kind of fitting for all this AI shit going on today. I'm not really lined up with the camera, but I'm still looking at the right place. I should be over a little bit more, but fuck it. It says a Terminator meets the Last of the Mohicans. It's an interesting way of putting it. Looking forward to watching it. I knew of it, but I've never watched it. I haven't watched this one yet either, but I have now. This is complete. I have the first 2 on DVD and the last 3 on Laserdisc. And that is American Ninja series. This one's American Ninja 4. I got American Ninja 5 off my buddy last time. That's just as rare, if not rarer. And this is a Taiwan pressing, so it's probably rarer. Very rare. And look at the headline. They eat turtles for breakfast. What the fuck? Is this like a shot at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's basically, Michael Dudikoff comes back, and there's Doug Bradley, David Bradley. Again, these guys try to bring these nuclear assault weapons or nuclear weapons into New York, and they get caught, and they have to fly over to Africa, and they call Michael Dudikoff back into action, and pretty standard stuff. How it goes. Next up, 2 left. I love Killer Dolls. I have this on DVD, and he threw this in there too. Dolly Dearest. It's so cheesy. I kind of like it. It's a bad movie. There's not a lot of killing. There should have been more deaths. And the doll is creepy. It also has Ed Gale as the doll that was also in Child's Play, the pedophile that he is, unfortunately. Look it up if you don't believe me. But yeah, he played, Chucky when he run through, when they show him running. Same way with this doll, Dolly Dearest. Basically, they have a doll factory in Mexico, and they dig up an archaeological site next to it and disturb this ancient Chinese curse, and goes into the dolls and, you know, tries to attack and kill the family and stuff. Basically what it is. Rip Torn's pretty good. He's in that too as the archaeologist. And last, and not least, but very rare, maybe this rivals the Wes Craven's New Nightmare, maybe the rarer. This is Hard Rock Nightmare. Speaking of that, that's another one of those 80s hard rock films I just did. I didn't mention this one because I knew I was getting it, but this is basically Hard Rock Nightmare. It starts out with his grandfather telling his grandson about these stories of werewolves and stuff. So he ends up killing him literally with a spike in it while he's resting in his heart, and he spends years in a mental hospital and then comes back, and they form this band. They have a song called Hard Rock Nightmare, and they get to say they can't keep playing in the neighborhood because they're a nuisance to the noise level, so they go to the house where he was killed. And basically, this werewolf on a full moon night in a spirit, he keeps having these visions of his grandfather, attacks all his bandmates and friends at this house. And it's basically what it is. It's not great, but it's, for what it is, it's not bad either. It's I have Evil Laugh. Dominic Brassia is the guy that directed it. That Joey from Part 5, he gets hacked to death. That's him. He's good. He was good friends with Corey Feldman. Going back to that pedophile thing, just as a fact here. Well, I don't know if it's a fact because the whole thing's messed up. But when the whole Charlie Sheen and Corey Haim situation came out, well, Corey Haim's mother said Dominic was the one that was, you know, harassing him and sexually assaulting him and all that. But according to Corey Feldman, it wasn't. So I don't know. But he's the one that directed Evil Laugh, which I have on DVD back there, which I never, it was kind of more of a spoof on slasher movies. I haven't watched it in a long time. This one's more, it has a lot of jokes. Like, I only wanted to get a little head, and he knocks his head off. And it mentions Friday the 13th a couple times. So it's straightforward. There's not a lot of blood or guts, though. So it's an oddity because it's very rare. Even on VHS, you never find one. I think there's one on eBay. It's like in perfect condition, so it might be a fake one, like $500. So for every 10, 20, 100 of them you come across, because it's rare to find on VHS, you'll never find this because there's only been 3 as of right now that have been unearthed. 3 of these. So that's my list. Check out Hard Rock Nightmare if you can find it. I don't know if you can. Let me know what you think of these movies, the artwork, the things I got signed, the Laserdiscs I got signed. And I hope you have a happy Halloween. Like I said, I just want to do a quick video, even though it's almost 15 minutes now. But yeah, I'll put a link I'll put a link to sign up to subscribe. Please subscribe. It's just me bullshitting you. Not bullshitting you, but just bullshitting with you, my audience. And it's just very amateur. But, you know, I just like talking about metal and horror, so... You know, I don't have some fancy channel, like I said. And let me know what you think of these movies and everything else. Do you have any plans? What's your favorite Halloween tradition? Favorite movies to watch? I'll keep watching slasher movies and horror films all year. So, like, again, I said, thanks for watching. Have a happy Halloween. I'll see you guys soon. Rock on.